Hello there, everyone. Silentwisher here with a brand new video, and in this video I want to talk to you about the February PTR, or Public Test RAM, announcement that the New World team has posted as of February 3rd, which means they're in the future somehow. Okay, well, anyway, I wanted to go over this because there's some interesting things that you should know that are in the PTR and potential things that will be coming to the game. And honestly, when I was reading through these this morning, I thought they were pretty exciting. So I'm going to go over the ones that I find exciting. If you want to look them up, you can go to newworld.com, and then in their news section, you can find it. So, weapon swapping. Weapons can now be swapped during reactions, dodges, traversal, and while using consumables, except weapon coatings, which, okay, I don't understand that, but whatever, and will not interrupt those actions. So there's a 1 second swap cooldown in these cases to prevent instant weapon spamming. So if I'm understanding that correctly, you can queue up your next weapon. So say you're a tank like me, and you're using your taunt abilities, and then you want to quickly switch over to an axe, a one-handed axe. Once those abilities have completed and that 1 second swap or whatever has completed, it will then switch to your whatever other weapon, and then you can continue and then flip-flop in between. It says weapon swapping and attack actions can now be queued simultaneously. See, that's cool. Such as if you press a weapon swap during an attack's recovery, then immediately press an ability key, the weapon will swap at the first swap cancel frame, then immediately perform the desired ability. Although actions will still have a buffer and a cancel window, this change will make weapon change and ability active combo easier and more reliable to use. That's really, really cool. We now prevent weapon swap buffers from being canceled if you become staggered before the swap can occur. Dodging and blocking, we've shortened the length of the recovery time for all of the dodges, which is really, really cool. Dodging and entering into navigation should now feel more fluid for all players. So originally, or should I say currently in the game, whenever you dodge, there's like a, I don't know, half second, maybe a full second delay before you can actually move or do anything. From what I'm understanding of this note, this removes that. So that's great. Or at least makes that better. It says basic attacks startups for both melee and range can now be dodge and block canceled up to 2 frames before the first active frame. This is typically the first animation frame where the damage hit shape activates or the projectile/hit scan object spawns. They also talk about jumping here. It says jumping. Launching off lower height objects will no longer trigger fully committed landing reaction animations, allowing you to keep your momentum as you move through the world, which is great because, as you know, even if you jump off of a little tiny rock, your character just almost comes to a complete stop and then starts running again. So that's fantastic. They talk about some balance changes, which I will skim over. They also made some slight AI changes, and then something that I thought was exciting because originally I hated this mode, and we're talking specifically about Outpost Rush. The thing that I that I find cool about these changes, because in its current form, basically, unless you're a healer or actually getting enemy kills, you're not really earning any points. So with this, they've changed the scoring to make it to where dealing damage in general increases the player score, which is great. Reduce the amount of points generated from killing enemy players, and reduce the amount of points granted from killing enemy AI. So the one I want you to focus on is dealing damage now increases player scores. That one's really important, especially for somebody that, like me, excuse me, when I go into Outpost Rush, or Outpost Rush PvP, whatever you want to call it, I play my ranged build. And more often than not, I'm either using the musket or the bow. And more often than not, I'm not getting the killing blows, which in its current form means I'm basically getting no score whatsoever, which is why I currently hate it in its current system. Now, with this, as long as I'm doing damage, which is not hard to do, even when it's lagging, which, by the way, Amazon, buy some better servers, please. Um, you can actually get score now. So that's great. Hopefully that rolls out very, very soon. There's some other things they talk about. This one is also very, very exciting if I'm understanding it correctly. So crafting reduced the trade skill experience level requirements by 10% for the following trade skills: Arcana, Armoring, Engineering, Furnishing, Jewel Crafting, and Weaponsmithing. So, what that means, if I'm understanding it correctly, it means those professions are now 10% easier to level, essentially. It's 10% faster to level them up each level, is from what I'm understanding, which is great because those are the ones that nobody likes doing because they take 17 billion years to level and a zillion resources, more than any other. So that's great. They also added a new chat channel, or trade chat channel, so that way you can, well, trade chat, sell things in trade chat, and hopefully that will make people stop using global for trades and stuff. Probably not, but it's nice to have a separate trade channel. And of course, at that point, if they are still using global, you can always, at that point, single those people out and mute them since they're not using the right channel. But hey, that's that. What else? The rest is just kind of whatever. Like I said, you can read these, but I wanted to go over those exciting things with you because, well, they're exciting. I'm actually kind of excited to actually potentially do Outpost Rush now, and I'm also excited for the character being able to fight better and move better throughout the world and all that. So I don't know, the whole update is just really really cool, and or it's not an update yet. It's part of the public test realm. So technically none of this could happen, or some of this could happen, so that it can change, blah blah blah. But assuming they do move these into the public version of the game or live version of the game, that would be incredible. So that's all I want to talk about with this particular video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Hello there. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, drop a like and a comment, and turn on notifications with that little bell. If you'd like to join my Discord server, you can do so by visiting the link in the description.